If you keep losing your train of thought when you try to film a video, if you start and stop and start and stop, if you have 47 clips of the same sentence on your phone and you're starting to wonder, maybe you're just not cut out for this, I need to tell you something, because this is the exact reason I almost quit YouTube. And what finally fixed it was not what I expected. In this video, I'm going to show you the one change that made me feel natural on camera for the first time and why it works, because the reason actually matters. Today, I want to talk about why talking to a camera is so hard, why most beginner advice didn't work for me, and the one thing that changed everything. I had heard that using a teleprompter would make you look robotic, unnatural, like a newsreader, like you're performing instead of talking. And I believed that, so I didn't get one. Instead, I did what most new creators do. I made notes. I tried bullet points. I told myself I'd just speak naturally and the words would just come. And then I hit record and everything I knew would evaporate. I would lose my train of thought in the middle of a sentence. I would start a point and forget where it was going. I would monitor how I sounded while I was talking, which made me sound worse. I would look slightly past the lens because making direct eye contact with the camera feels deeply unnatural when your brain is already managing 17 other things. I was so in my head, I couldn't connect with anything. Not the camera, not my ideas, not the person that I was trying to talk to. And I'd watch the playback and think, that's not me. That's someone trying very hard to look like they know what they're doing. And that feeling right there, that's the part that almost made me quit. I think most people assume the hard part of YouTube is editing, or thumbnails, or lighting, or what camera to buy. But for me, the hardest part was trying to sound like a normal human being while talking to a lens, alone, in a room, and not losing my train of thought every 30 seconds. You think the problem is confidence. You think the problem is experience. You think the problem is that you're awkward on camera. But that wasn't actually the problem at all. Nothing fixed it. More notes, less notes, no notes, index cards, standing up, sitting down. Nothing fixed it. And then I tried a teleprompter. And the first time I used it, something happened that I was not expecting. I felt like myself. Not performed, not robotic, not like a newsreader, like myself, for the first time on camera. And it took me a while to understand why that happened, because it wasn't what I thought. After I started using the teleprompter, I started getting comments I had never gotten before. People saying I seemed confident, that I presented well, that I was easy to listen to. And I'll be honest, that was shocking to me, because confidence on camera was the thing I thought I would never have. It was the reason I almost didn't start this channel at all. But here's what I understand now, and this is the part that matters. Before the teleprompter, my brain was doing too many jobs at once. It was trying to remember what came next. It was monitoring how I sounded. It was correcting mid-sentence. It was bracing for the moment I'd lose the thread completely. That's not recording a video. That's surviving a video. The best way I can explain it is like this. Imagine trying to have a deep conversation with someone while also trying to remember a grocery list, cook dinner, and answer emails all at the same time. You might get the words out, but you're really not there. That's what filming without help felt like to me. When the teleprompter took away the memory job, when my next thought was just there in front of me, my brain suddenly had capacity for something else. Meaning, connection, presence. Now I want to talk about the thing people worry about. Isn't that cheating? Isn't that fake? If you're reading, are you really being authentic? Here's what I've come to understand about that. Rambling isn't authentic. Being scattered isn't authentic. Forgetting your point mid-sentence isn't authentic. Clarity is authentic. Knowing what you want to say and saying it, that's not fake. That's respectful. It's respectful of your ideas and respectful of the person watching. So if you're struggling on camera, here's what I want you to think about. When you record, ask yourself, are you thinking about what you're saying? Or are you thinking about remembering what to say next? Are you connecting with the lens, or are you looking slightly past it because your brain is overloaded? Are you finishing your sentences cleanly, or are you correcting mid-thought and starting over? If any of that sounds familiar, that's not a you problem. That's a cognitive load problem. Your brain has too many jobs at once. A teleprompter takes one of those jobs away, just one. But it turns out that one job was using up most of your bandwidth. Here's what I would say to the version of me from 8 months ago. The goal was never to look spontaneous. The goal was to communicate clearly with the people watching. Those are different goals, and one of them actually serves your audience. When friction drops, confidence rises every time. So if you've been on the fence about trying a teleprompter, or if you've tried one and it felt weird at first, I want to hear from you, and I'm curious about something. Do you think you'd feel more confident on camera if you didn't have to remember what to say next? Let me know in the comments. And if you want, I can make a follow-up video about the exact setup I use and what I learned the hard way after buying and returning 4 different teleprompters. You don't have to be perfect on camera. You just have to be clear. I'll see you in the next one.